Hello and welcome to our Nikken Showcase. We are going to talk about collaborative entrepreneurship and active wellness, which are the two legs of the amazing Nikken experience and opportunity. And this is a 30-minute presentation. There are a number of them going on all the time. The person who invited you to this can show you a list called Connect Nikken of all the online meetings. And 20 years ago when I started Nikken, that was just the newest thing, to actually be able to see the face of a speaker on the TV. It was absolutely new then, and now we do it every day. It's amazing. So I'm going to share some PowerPoint, and then we're going to talk more about our own personal experiences to give you a taste of what we've discovered with Nikken. So here's my PowerPoint. I have to turn on the slide. And let me just want to get rid of our panel so you can see the whole slide. There you go. All right. So we believe Nikken is a whole new way, certainly a better way to a life in balance. And we focus on people, planet, and profit. Everything. It's a win-win-win situation. And I just mentioned this is an independent consultant presentation. It's not a corporate presentation. So now we're going to talk about active wellness and collaborative entrepreneurship. I'm going to cover the entrepreneurship part first, and then we'll talk about the core, which is Nikken's wellness technologies. Nikken's philosophy is based on the 5 pillars of health, and this was from the first time the founder built his company on this idea of the philosophy of 5 pillars: of the healthy mind, healthy body, healthy family, healthy society, and healthy finances. And all of these need to be in balance so that none of them suffer. And true success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, which is to have balance and abundance in all 5 pillars. Of course, if your health is suffering, the other pillars will suffer. If you're feeling like you're not having any time or quality with your family, then you don't do well in the other areas. If your finances are great, but you don't have any time to help society or build your attitude and mind, or for your family or your health. And I saw that. I was a lawyer at a big law firm in Philadelphia, and I saw that the partners were making high 6 figures, but they were not having time with their family. They were getting unhealthy because they were stuck in an 18-story building for 10 hours a day. And we were just helping corporations fight each other. We weren't even doing much for society. So after 3 years, I left that and went to family counseling because I was enjoying being a mom so much. So I ended up doing family counseling and writing books about parenting. And then I discovered Nikken, so we'll talk about that. But the Nikken lifestyle and the business is based on daily choices and habits that we create. And we have an ongoing course right now about creating healthy habits for our business. The small choices consistently over time make a radical difference in our results, our income, our health, our relationships, our happiness, and our success. And it's a choice we make at least 20 times a day. Are we going to have that second donut? Or are we going to take a walk? Or are we just going to watch one more bit on Facebook? Those are all choices. And as far as the business, are we going to focus on making a change in our financial lives? Or are we just going to put it off till tomorrow? Those kinds of decisions make all the difference. The number one stress in modern life, and which I saw when I was a family counselor, is finances. And even if health is your frame concern, there's usually a financial aspect to that. And this is a diagram of the cash flow quadrants developed by Robert Kiyosaki. 95% of our population earn their living as an employee or self-employed. But those people only control 5% of the wealth. So that is not the way to get wealthy, because you have no leverage. Time equals money. If you're not working, you don't get paid. As an employee, you only get paid what the employer thinks you're worth. And self-employed, you may be the last one that gets paid on any given week. And when I was doing family counseling, I could only charge so much per hour. So there was a limit to what I could do. There were only so many hours in the week. And then on the right side of the diagram, the business owners and investors, they can leverage the time of others and their money. Investors leverage their money. Business owners leverage the time and efforts of others and profit from the work that others are doing. So people are working for you, and investors, money is working for you. And we have McDonald's here not because we approve of their diet, but because they are the model for a systematized business. So 95% of the wealth is controlled by 5% or less of the population. And those are the business owners and investors. So how do you get from one side to the other? That's the issue, because business owners and investors, McDonald's franchise is over $1 million, and you need at least $2 million as an investor just to get $100,000 a month. So at 5%, which not everybody can get. So what is the answer? Well, what's happening now, the trend is towards a gig economy, and that is where independent workers have on-demand availability for temporary assignments or part-time work. The millennials are totally building this, and the impact of Uber is a perfect example. They've gone from 60 million to 68 billion in 5 years, while GM has kind of stayed the same. And the internet is making all the difference. While Walmart hasn't done much in 5 years, Amazon has increased by 500% in the same period. So the gig economy is cost efficient, increases mobility, and gives work-life balance opportunities. And many, many millennials, but also baby boomers like myself are adding income through the gig economy. And the collaborative entrepreneurship approach of Nikken gives a particular advantage because it is an entree to the gig economy with a very low cost of entry, easily integrates into your life. Systems have been developed over the last 40 years to make it a very clean, clear process to build your Nikken business, and a wonderful leadership development plan. So it is the perfect gig. And what we do is we utilize the gig economy to offer people opportunity and income. We teach others to turn their purpose into profits and find support and customers and create a team of entrepreneurs while you're part of a community of like-minded people who love their autonomy and build personal development. So it really makes a difference for everybody. So this is a pretty picture of what we do in Nikken. We join, we get the products we want, we share and promote them. We invite people to be customers or partners, and Nikken does all the heavy lifting that corporations do, and then they reward us very generously. It's a highly generous compensation plan, and you are paid on what you create. There's no limit to what you can be paid. And the wellness home that Nikken creates is the cash flow engine. There's the initial startup, and then monthly support from our consumable products, and then constant upgrades when you can go from a water bottle to a water system or a cocoon sleep bag, sleeping bag, to a full sleep system, and add users, your family, your friends, your colleagues, and your customers. And then Nikken's always searching for the best new technologies to support total wellness. So it's a purpose-driven model, and this is a diagram of what your business can look like. You in the center with your wellness home, and 5 or more customers building their wellness homes by adding products to their home. And then below is your 3 leaders that you've found, your core circle of influence, people who are joining you as partners. And each person works their business to develop at least 5 wellness homes with customers and to teach 3 new consultants to do the same. And that multiplies with the help of our ABC system, where the new person is the B and gets a mentor in Nikken to help present the opportunity to potential customers and consultants. And then as you get more experience, you become the mentor for your own consultants. And so the support system is seamless. And everybody in Nikken wants everybody else to succeed. We want every wellness home, every home to be a wellness home. So you develop yourself and your team through this system, and then help those below you. And you always get a little reward from helping the people in your organization, but we all mentor together to help other organizations because we have 7 billion potential customers. So you can count how many seeds are in an apple, but you have no idea how many apples can be created from that one seed if it's planted and nurtured. So I love that. We have people in Nikken who have literally impacted hundreds of thousands of people with wellness. So this is a wonderful diagram of how the business works. That's me or you at the top of your organization. And you have your 3 leaders who get 3 leaders who get 3 leaders down the left side. And down the middle is the wellness homes you're impacting through your consultants. And then as you progress through the ranks of Nikken, you get to a higher and higher rank yourself. And once you have 3 active consultants working with you, you're very likely to be at that 500 silver level. That's 500 a month. That can save a marriage and get you a new car. It's a fantastic thing. And all the way up, we have people who are earning 40,000 a month, and we're talking a month. That's not a mistake. And this is just based on everyone doing their consumables of 100 volumes of point a month, and many are buying a whole lot more than that. So we're looking for global impact, every home a wellness home. And Nikken rewards us in amazing incentives, regular commissions, retail profits, group overrides, lifestyle bonuses, and rebates. It's quite an amazing system. So now we're going to go and talk about the core of Nikken, which is the unique technologies that the founder discovered with some friends that were engineers in wellness back in 1975. So I'm going to invite Hattie Jane, my co-host, to talk more about the state of health today and where our health stresses are from. So Hattie Jane, can you join us?
Can you hear me clearly, Seth? This is
yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for inviting me. Basically, you see in the presentation currently a series of ongoing realities that we as humans exist, which is being on stress, our sleep being important to our health, the air we breathe and exposed to, and the water that is an absolute essential element. And actually, all of these things are essential. If you don't breathe, you don't do so well. And the health trends are showing us that our children are ballooning in front of our face and changing as they grow, but they're changing, having more problems than we did as kids. It's just a new world. You can see by the rate of obesity, both in their parents and in themselves when you go to the mall and you get out in public. you realize there are more people that are rounder than they ever used to be in our memory. And that portends in the area of what is their life going to be in their adult years. Because if you start out with a problem and basic, then it's very difficult to change habits once you get, as you go. Ask any adult. So we encourage you to be healthy by choice, not by chance. Why do we say choice? Well, so you get out and you run 5 miles or something, or if you do some activities, is that what you need to do? Do you need to walk from your car or upstairs? Is that what you're talking about? Well, those are good things to do. But what we found in Nikken is our product line, which we're talking about being in a wellness home. Because the product line developed out of technology that was available to humanity as a result of space age and ancient wisdom. Centuries ago, out in the Orient, and in other places, but we know of the Orient so clearly because of the move of energy within the body through things called acupuncture. Well, Nikken doesn't do acupuncture. What it found out was that by use of magnetic products of a certain strength, of certain configurations, our bodies responded in a healthier manner to do normal things. And that the air that we breathe can be cleansed so clearly and so completely by using a small unit in our local area that we live. That the small unit attached to the water that's supplied to, through the piping can become super clean. And not only that, by applying the technology, it becomes more absorbable in a healthy manner. So our bodies really flourish as the plants do in a greenhouse. And that's why our wellness home, many of us feel, is our personal sanctuary and our personal greenhouse. Because as we keep it not only pretty to look at, it is so comfortable and so warm, so good to live in. And by simply living in the healthy environment, our bodies are able to be healthier. And so the product line developed out of being aware of how things work under our feet. Sounds strange, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Masuda took the information of what over the century they gained in doing traditional bathhouses, because people didn't have private bath. They went and had a communal, and they had pebbles, and they walked on those, and they had massage. Things felt better. So he took the technology of the space age, which was how to put a gentle magnetic field under your feet and wear it, and the stress was released. The body felt more comfortable. You felt happier. You were easier to deal with life. And that was his first product, and he sold it door to door. And from that, he's developed a $1 billion company, dealing with things that we have to use in everyday life. Using magnetics where appropriate, using solar energy that's available to us that we didn't even think was there, and all these subtle energy factors in which our bodies crave in order to function better. And then so you see there a collection of individual products, a collection of products specifically dealing with water, and a group of products dealing with your quality of sleep, when your body restores and actually repairs. And if it doesn't, it gives you big problems. And then they went to the nutritionals and did special things about that. Now the patent, what you see now is a special that's offered in a format in which you can save money by getting the actual pack, because the company gives an additional discount for you getting it all at once. And then so you sleep on, the pad is underneath you, the blanket's over you, and the pillow and case is underneath your head. Now, you say, well, what does that do? Well, that's where the subtle energy of the appropriate, consistent magnetic field works with your personal erratic magnetic field. I found out that it's real. It's not just moving the needles for acupuncture, these strange sequence of events that the acupuncture understands so well, but the actual, our own bodies have our own very, very subtle, very almost, you don't even realize it's there, magnetic field. Because whenever you have an active magnetic exchange, whether it be chemical or mechanical, you have a magnetic field. It's just, that's the way it is. It's called physics. So they added also to when they recognized in Okinawa years ago that people were living extremely healthy, extremely long time, and the water they were drinking, they felt had what they call pi, a living aspect to it. And they found as it went over a magnetic area and was super, super cleansed and active, that the water they drank was enhanced their health tremendously. So they found a way to cleanse our water of many, many of the trace of elements that our body is not happy to utilize, and therefore it can use its water for more healthy exchanges and put it through a magnetic point, and so it breaks the actual molecules down to much tinier elements so our body cells get it so fast and so clean. And then they put it into the shower system. So when you're bathing, that skin, which is a huge component of our health, is actually, and the lungs, which are exchanging the air that we're breathing around us, which is humidified, which helps many times with, and we actually absorb that water that we're breathing, is much healthier. It's so nice not to chlorine gas myself. I didn't even realize I was doing it, but it's definitely a difference. And it's so drinkable. Oh, it's so smooth and so clean tasting. You find yourself enjoying, even making a cup of instant coffee tastes different. So that's where we get our water from, which we need hugely in our system. It's an essential element. It's not a choice of beverage. And the energy pack, as you see, what looks like little foot pads there, where those are a generation from the original one that they used in Japan, which has been more and more effective. And several of the other components, including the light pad, which is the newest element, and it's so exciting to us who have been living in wellness homes for a long period of time. Just like the dynamic underlaying duct tape up there was fascinating to us to utilize and enhance our motion and our muscle recovery. It was just it seemed like magic, but it's not. It's the application of rays from the sun that we don't even realize are there. If you can see me on the screen, you may see behind me some footage. That's really a breakdown of the solar rays that are actually coming through my window now, and you can see the components of light and color in them. And the pad is actually I don't know what to call it so well, but basically my nerves and my muscles talk to each other so much more effectively than they have been. Even though they've been stronger and helpful, and the pain has been, or the discomfort, discomfort has been markedly changed. And the flexibility has been so much better. And I'm able, now, if you'll tilt this down a little bit, and am I on the screen, Randy?
Let me put you on there. Let's see, here we go. There you are.
Thank you. Because what I'm holding on my chest is that pad that you see in the thing. And you can see it's kind of broad, and it's kind of thing, and it's plastic. And what I'm wearing it for right the moment is because I've been reacting throughout the morning to subtle allergens, which cause me to sniffle and occasionally sneeze. Not a full-blown reaction to an allergen or a sensitivity, but enough to make it really annoying. So I didn't want to have to keep wiping my nose. So what I have found, if I place the pad, what we call the flex, here on my chest in this manner, my air passages open up more completely. I do not produce mucus dripping from my nose. I do not necessarily sneeze. I am still sensitive to whatever I was doing, whatever my body's reacting to, which may have to do with something I've eaten in the last couple of days. Our bodies are dynamic, ongoing creations. But this position, this manner of this pad helps my body to respond more comfortably to my environment. I can take a deeper breath. I'm not producing mucus, which causes me to sniffle and to have to blow my nose and drip. I like it. And that is some of the nature of how some of our bodies react with positive responses. And I don't have to go and take a tablet, which affects my entire body system, and really is kind of an overdue of what I'm currently having a problem with, which has been a reaction to some minor irritation. And so yes, I'm a distributor. I'm a distributor because these products making the difference. These products gave me hope. Hope? What's hope? Well, hope is that I can make a healthy choice to make my life healthier. Now, is modern medicine there? Yes, it is, and thank God, and I'll use it if that's what's appropriate. But I have so many odds and ends that I can use through Nikken that enhance my health. And that's why I've been a distributor for these years and what I'm sharing. Thank you.
Thank you, Hattie Jane. That's one of the great joys of Nikken. I've known you long enough to see the changes in your strength and your self-confidence and your clarity, and it's just beautiful to watch. And, you know, it's wonderful what it does for you, but then when you can actually help others without exposing them to dangerous medications or seeing them suffer, it's truly amazing. My dad was a physician and he believed in the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm. And Nikken doesn't do any harm. All it does is work with the body system to reintroduce the forces of nature, which Hattie Jane described so well, that we have removed ourselves from by mistake, putting ourselves in these houses with electric all over the place and now Wi-Fi and concrete and steel blocking the energies. And I was in a terrible accident where I was redoing an old house and an old chimney fell on my back, and I thought I was dead, but I could hear my little baby crying because the whole house shook. So I knew I wasn't dead. But it took years to get where I could actually sit through a movie and without huge pain. And I thought I would have that the rest of my life. But then with Nikken, using the products that are on the picture right now, the seat and the strange little rectangle there on the lower back, it solves so many problems. So if I'm going to be gardening or vacuuming or sitting in the car or watching a movie, I just make sure I'm sitting on a magnetic seat or I have the pad, the Kinko pad on my back, and the stress does not build up. So it's not about killing pain. It's about helping the body respond so that the stress does not build up and the water moves, as Hattie Jane explained so well. So all of these products and the energy packet, you can start anywhere you want, just whatever catches your fancy. I'm wearing one of the power bands around my neck because I was at this conference all weekend and I picked up a little bit of a sniffle and I don't want it to get any worse, like Hattie Jane explained. And we have massage products. There's 2 balls there. You can massage anything that's stressed. And the funny looking handheld Kinko Touch up there at the top is a powerful technological wonder where you don't have to go to a doctor for a magnetic therapy. You just use a Nikken, which is not for therapy. Anybody can use it. You don't need an expert, but it does take the stress out of an area and make it more flexible and more comfortable. And then that funny tape is a special tape. You know, you probably see athletes wearing kinetic tape, but this is unique to Nikken, because it incorporates reflective technologies that kind of give back the solar energy and also just help relax the whole area and affect the proper temperature under the tube. So it goes on and on. The stories we gather are amazing. And let me move on to our next slide here. Our nutritionals. I just put up the three nutritionals that aren't tablets or capsules that you can incorporate the finest nutrition on the planet right into your diet, even without taking supplements. Some people just say, oh, I don't want any more pills. Well, food supplements are very different from medication you buy at the drugstore or get from the doctor. But this is the best from the vegetable world, the best from the fruit world, and the best Vital Balance is the best meal replacement powder on the planet. There's nothing in there you don't want, and lots of stuff you don't even know about that your body loves, that detoxes and builds brain power, reduces cravings for carbs. So if you're trying to lose weight, you're not tempted by the sugar and the green foods. So but we have a whole line of amazing food supplements too, for bone health, for immunity, for joint problems, and so on. So it's truly amazing. Yes.
And adding another 2 cents, my background for many years was in the medical field, having to do with direct patient care as a nurse. And so I was very, very attuned to the fact that Nikken, not only that what they say is on the bottle that's in our product is actually in each and every dose, because their manufacturing process is done so it can provide the actual of what they say that it's in each dose, not a percentage of it, but the actual dosage. And I went on the Vital Balance because I needed an improvement in my health. And nutrition was one thing, was very erratic. I hadn't been doing it. And my mind was very cloudy. I could not hang on to how to do passwords when I started. And so learning how to work my iPhone and learning how to work the computer, that was my language I went for to learn, to enhance my eldering age. And the weight loss of 100 pounds and not being able to recognize me because I've changed as people see me is their excitement. For me, being able to have a better memory, being able to have a better focus, being able to know that there was a difference, and being able to break the tremendous sugar habit that is present in so many of us was huge. And with that, the weight came down, and I'm continuing to shop in the closet, and my friends are letting me have the clothes that's too big for them. So I'm saving a whole lot of money in the whole process of taking care of my health, as opposed to adding to illness and decreasing function and clothes shopping. Thank you, Randy.
Fantastic sharing, Hattie Jane. I know it's a total anti-aging program. But young people adopt it too because they know it can prevent all these things from happening in the first place. And I've always been focused on prevention. I studied nutrition in the 80s just to help my own family, and I've been teaching it ever since. And Nikken has the finest line of nutrition I've ever seen. So thank you for sharing from your nursing background, for really appreciating the quality of their products. So we invite you to become a customer. Just start your wellness home, and it'll grow on you quick because you'll see these products work. And the more products you get to start, the faster the results you're going to see. And we invite you to join us as consultants, part-time entrepreneur, or even full-time entrepreneur. but really look at your 5 pillars of health, and Nikken can help you build in any of those areas. Obviously, we're helping society, we're helping other people feel better. We can work from home and have more time for our family while we're earning extra income. Obviously, we're getting healthier with Nikken products. And as Hattie Jane explained so well, it's great for the mind too. And you're surrounded by like-minded people in Nikken. So it becomes a very positive, supportive environment. So let's begin your new success story. And I'm going to end the PowerPoint now, and we can talk a little more if anybody'd like to share any more. I think it's truly an amazing program, and we hope that you will get back with the person who invited you to this webinar and learn more. Try the products. That's really the way to go. The grounding pad, the cocoon, the water, taste the water, get the KVB, Kenzen Vital Balance, and so on. Does anybody want to share a story before I stop the recording? I know we're a little bit, got another minute or two. Oh no, we're already at 40 minutes. Oh well.
Cindy, do you have my phone number?
Do I? Yes.
Okay, give me a call.
Okay, I will do that.
I'll speak to your concern.
Okay, thanks everybody.
Thank you, Randy.
All right, so anybody have any other comments or?
I don't have Hattie's number.
Pardon?
I don't have your number here.
703 655 5911.
Okay, thank you, Hattie.
Hattie Jane.
Hattie Jane.
One
Sorry
more.
about that. My brain's going too many directions.
No, it's universal. It ain't no dead name. Randy, when you switched to so that I would show up on screen,
yeah,
when you went back to sharing slides, that black thingamabob stayed there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't.
I didn't even see anything on there. I just saw a black thing.
You saw the back strip?
But you did see you saw the panel of people?
I saw the people, but I didn't see Hattie Jane on the right when she showed what she was wearing.
Yeah,
okay.
I think she didn't have her screen tipped enough to show her chest, but we could see you.
Ah, gotcha.
I have to. Okay, Randy. When I do that, tell me I'm not showing.
Okay.
Please. But when on my screen, when we came back to sharing the slides, that black strip that on the side that we had at times was there.
So the people left, but the strip was still there?
Right.
Oh, yeah, I had to do a lot of
what
stuff
I
with
was seeing. Yeah.
Okay.
So if it comes out in the recording, no, that's where you may have to switch back to something else. But did my hair show up then, Cindy?
Oh yeah, I could see. I can see
the
too.
hair. Okay, so I needed to tilt the pad.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, we didn't talk about the hair. We'll do that next time.
But it was like this was active and current, and so I thought that was a good share.
Good. Yeah,
okay.
I guess I could have gone back. Just
no, if you just meant if you mentioned, hey, you need to tilt. I'll know to look.
Or I could have ended the PowerPoint.
And then when you ended the sharing of the gallery, then you would have to go back to just sharing the slides.
Yeah, I could do that. Just switch to let you speak and then go back to the slides. I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's where. Okay. I'm learning.
Right.
I'm learning. This is learning time. Thank you, Elaine, very much. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I get that yellow frame around there. That has something to do with that black thing appearing. So I don't know how to get to that. I'll have to work on it.
There is a seminar at 2:00 Eastern through Zoom showing how they do their things. This webinar
today.
Yeah. Do you want me to email it? I'll forward you the email so you can see
Okay,
it.
yeah, that'd be great.
Cindy, you want it too?
Me Too, who's doing it, Hattie Jane?
Zoom. The Zoom corporate.
Okay, yeah.
I'll send it over because it's 2 p.m. Eastern. So we still have time for you to organize if you need it.
Yeah, right.
Okay, thank you, Randy.
I should tell you before I pop off here, I don't know if anybody's watching
There you
are.
the GMOs Revealed series that's going on right now. If you go to gmosrevealed.com, there's been 2 sessions so far out of the 9. It's really good.
Thank you.
Who's doing that?
Dr. Patrick Gentempo, I'm not sure I'm saying his name correctly, but Jeff Smith's on it, and Zach Bush, and lots of other people.
Tell me again how it's called.
It's GMOS, so GMOs Revealed.com. I think you can sign up there.
After the GMOs, what?
.com. Revealed, REVEALED.com.
Thanks.
You sign up, I think, and then they send you a link. So, okay. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye-bye. Yes, I'm glad you could
Bye-bye, y'all.
stay.
Thank you. It was great.
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you, Hattie Jane. It's awesome.
Can you see
Thanks,
above
Cindy.
my head? Do you see those little spurts?
The little rainbow things.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's fascinating. I don't. They're not obvious to my eye at this point, but the camera picks them up.
Yes, and then there's some kind of pink dirigible behind your head too. I don't know what that is. When you move the other, there. Now there's a pink circle there. I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's really strange. Now I don't hear you. Oh, you got muted. All right.
Something or another. Well, okay. Have fun
Yeah, that's
playing.
weird.
Go home. Thank
Okay.
you, Randy. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Now, do I need to call you, or was that you wanted to tell me about the black thing?
Yeah, the black thing.
Okay. Okay, I'll
No
work
problem.
on that.
Okay, and I'll
Okay.
I'll find the email right now and post it over.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think it went well. I love what you said.
Thank you. Thank you. You know I won't say the same thing again. Exactly the same way, but I'll try.